So you're thinking about moving to Boca Raton, Florida. Let me guess, this is your last cold winter, or you just want to change your scenery, or maybe your job is allowing you to work remotely now and you'd like to live in a city that has no state income tax. Well, stick around because we're going to go over 5 crucial things you need to know while planning your move to Boca Raton. Right, Matt?
That's right. Let's check it out.
What's up, everybody? It's April Laura, your South Florida realtor, right here in Boca Raton, and I'm here with my friend Matt.
Hey, everyone.
Matt's been in one of my other videos, and we had a lot of good responses, so I invited him back to tell us a little bit more and help you prepare in moving to Boca Raton, Florida.
Yeah, I relocated here in 2017 from Chicago, so I have firsthand experience on relocating from another state to Boca Raton, so you're talking to the right guy.
Awesome. So I upload videos every week, and if you're new to this channel, make sure you tap that subscribe button and ring the little bell so you're notified every time I do a new video. I try to provide content that I think you might need or want about the location, about what it's like to live here, and information you may need when moving here. I am taking guidance from some of the people that have reached out to me, so thank you, and your comments below as well help me a lot. And as much as I love doing these videos and providing content, I would love even more to help you with your real estate needs. So you see that number that's displayed on the screen? Make sure you give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, somehow get in touch with us, because I'll personally answer any of your questions because I've got your back when you move to South Florida. For those of you that are watching this video, you're probably getting ready to make a move to South Florida or to Boca Raton, and you're doing your research, or you've stumbled across this video and it sparked your interest. Well, Matt here has actually moved from another state to South Florida, so he has first-hand experience, and he's going to help me go through a few things that you need to know before moving to South Florida.
Yeah, any type of move is stressful, but moving from one state to another is a whole nother world, and there's so many things that you need to take into consideration, but with a little bit of planning, everything will go a lot smoother and you'll be happy with the end result.
That's right. I moved from South Florida, from the Miami area, to Palm Beach County, and that was stressful enough, but I stayed in the same state.
We're sitting here in beautiful Meisner Park, located in downtown Boca Raton. And when I first moved to Boca Raton, this is one of my favorite places to come hang out. It's got high-end retail and restaurants located in a perfectly landscaped park. We have an outdoor amphitheater where they have performances and live events.
A lot of them are free too.
A lot of them are free. Unfortunately, most of them are on hold now because of COVID-19, but I'm sure they'll be back soon. And this is a great place to come during the holidays too. The Christmas lights are up all over the trees, and a good time for the family.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. They also have condos. So you have condo living above the Meisner Park area, and then retail on the bottom. There are single family homes just east of here, but that's a very expensive area. It is behind Meisner Park, and it's closer to the Intracoastal and the ocean. So those homes are beautiful. Some of them have been there for decades, and a lot of them have been redone. And there's some modern masterpieces. They run, anywhere in the 1 million range and up. But all along US 1 and I think some on Dixie Highway, you can find condos starting in the $300,000 to $500,000 range, and there's some newer developments also coming up which are pricier with lots of full amenities and just great downtown living. Just south of there also, there is some high-end resorts like the Boca Raton Golf Club, and there's also the Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club. Both of those are, again, far east. Anything east in South Florida is going to run you a higher price tag, and those are very close to the beautiful Boca Raton Inlet. Actually, we've showcased in one of our past videos. So the first step is to position yourself to be ready, willing, and able to move. Now, what does that mean?
Well, many of you already own a home, and you have to decide what you're going to do with that home that you're currently living in, whether you're going to keep it as a secondary home Are you going to sell it? Are you going to rent it out? And these are things that you have to consider before making the move.
That's right. And if you are going to keep it and rent it out, then you definitely need to check with your local regulations. There might be rules or regulations that don't allow you to rent it, or maybe you can rent it but only annual and not short term. And also, if you are going to be renting it, then you need to contact a property management company so that it will help you and you'll have some ease in the rental process.
You need to decide which is going to be your secondary home and which is going to be your primary home. And if you decide that your Boca Raton home is going to be the primary residence, then keep in mind the homestead exemption, which is a $50,000 credit on the assessed value, which in turn lowers your tax obligation.
Helps saves you some money.
That's right.
Boca Raton is a very desirable destination for a lot of people, and you won't fare very well if you're putting in offers with a contingency to sell your home in another state against some of the other offers. It's very competitive in this market today. So if you do need to sell your home, you need to get that process started. And the great thing is that we've got a referral network throughout the country in all of the major metro areas, and I can help you do that and locate a top realtor in your area to get your home sold.
Also, in this first step, it's very important that you solidify your job or your career path when making the move. If your current employer is okay with the move, then you're in a much better situation and you can get a letter from them, which will make it easier during the finance process of purchasing a home. Now, things get a little bit tricky if you decide to go in a different career path, or if you're moving without a job, and it might be a better idea to rent at first, which is a little bit of a setback, but it makes it easier in the long run.
Well, you'll have to, because if you're not in the same industry, you won't be able to get approved for a loan. So you'll need a period of time to show job history in that job. And I can put you in touch with our local lender if you needed more information on that. But if you are going to go the rent route, then you need to save up for first, last, and security, which is very common in South Florida. Unless you go to one of the apartment complexes, then it's just a small deposit and first and security, I believe. So you can save some money in an apartment complex. But if it's a home or condo, anything that a realtor is going to find for you individually, then it's usually first, last, and security. And so you want to make sure, if you're going to go that route, that you're really saving up enough money, not just to start up the rental, but you don't want to tap into your savings when you do eventually buy, because you're going to need money to buy a home, upfront costs. So you want to make sure that whichever way you're going, you save up that money, you have it in your nest egg to be able to buy when you're ready, and you, most importantly, need to secure that job that's going to afford you the type of lifestyle that you want and need. So the second thing you want to consider when you're moving to Boca Raton is very important. Where are you going to live?
And if you have kids, that will obviously have a major impact on your decision, because you have to take schools into consideration. Parents will always put their children first, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. When I moved to Palm Beach County, I did the same thing. My kids were in school age years, and I picked an area that had top rated schools. It was not in Boca, it was in Wellington, but a very good area, and that was the most important thing that we needed to consider.
And the good thing about Boca Raton is that it has great private schools and great public schools. And if you decide to go the public school route, you have to keep in mind that there are specific zones down here in South Florida, and you can't just pick and choose whichever school you want to go to.
Yeah.
In high school, it is a little bit different. You can choice into a certain school if that's what you like, but it's something to plan ahead and keep in mind while you're moving.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, what I normally do is I suggest that you go to niche.com or greatschools.org, and there you can choose which zones you want to be in and figure out kind of where the areas that you want to live. And once you've done that, then I can search for homes in those areas, and it makes it a lot easier.
That's right. Good advice, April.
Thanks, Matt. So tip number 3 is going to be lifestyle. What type of lifestyle are you going to be living when you move to Boca Raton, Florida? Well, before we get into that, let me know, are these nuggets of information helping you in your transition to South Florida or to Boca Raton? do you want more information on what it's like to live in South Florida? Check out my channel because that's pretty much all I talk about. And smash that like button and drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. But until then, let's get on with it.
So what's important to you? Do you want to be close to the airport? Do you want to be close to the beach? You have to decide these things when you're searching for a home, right? So make the decision. What's the lifestyle you want to live? Do you want the chic urban lifestyle, living in a nice condo? Do you prefer older neighborhoods that were built in the 1950s with those homes that have a lot of character and a lot of unique architecture?
I love those.
Yeah, a lot of people prefer that. Or do you prefer the suburbs? And these are all things that you have to decide before you start the search.
That's so true. I work with so many buyers, and some of them travel for work, so they don't want to be further away from an airport, let's say 20 or 30 minutes, especially if you're running to the airport 2 or 3 times a week or even once a week. And then also, of course, I help a lot of young families, and they are looking into the communities that have the planned development feel. There are, really good schools, because most of them have really good schools. All the amenities are there, and everything that they need as far as the extracurriculars for the children, it's all in one located area. They pretty much don't have to leave that area, and it gives them a bit of an ease of lifestyle because raising children could be so hectic. And then you have your younger professionals and millennials that are buying a lot these days, and they want to be in the downtown area, they want to be in condos, they want to be in high rises. Some of them actually do want to be in the mid-century modern old 1950s style homes and renovate or buy one that's already renovated, which I absolutely love. So I've lived both lifestyles. I've had to live in the young family communities, and it was great. It was perfect for that time and that stage in my life because I was raising children. It was hectic, and it really made my life a bit easier. And now my children are grown, and I can live further east. I can enjoy the hustle and the bustle of downtown, and I'm also in a 1950s style, mid-century modern type of old Florida home.
Good for you.
Yeah, I love it. How about you, Matt?
Well, I can't speak for everybody else out there, but I know for me the beach is of utmost importance. So I want to be as far east as possible because I like walking to the beach, I like seeing the beach from home, and that's what's most important to me.
That's awesome. The beaches here are beautiful, so why not?
Exactly.
So we relocated to the Boca Town Center Mall, which is a great mall in the area. We're only about how many minutes away from Meisner Park, would you say, Matt?
10 minutes.
Yeah, so
short drive.
Maybe 8 to 10 minutes. We just came a little bit west, about 8 to 10 minutes. We did pass one of the major highways in South Florida, which is I-95. It runs north and south. And just on the other side of I-95 is Boca Town Center, which is where we're at today. It's pretty busy here in the mall. We were trying to find a quieter place, but we can't walk around without our masks on, so we figured we'd do it in the food court.
It's Friday afternoon at the mall. What do you expect? Everybody's out.
Yes, makes me want to shop.
Me too. Yeah.
So the next tip is our fourth tip, and that is
budget.
Budget. We all need to have a budget. We don't all like budgets, but we definitely need a budget when it comes to buying a home anywhere, and in Boca Raton, there's no difference.
Budget is definitely not a fun topic, people don't like to talk about it. I mean, you always want to have the nicest place possible, but sometimes you need a reality check and you need to find something that you can actually afford, right?
Yeah, Matt and I just on the way over here drove by some of those multi-million-dollar homes in East Boca, and I'd love one of those.
Yeah, wouldn't we all? Yeah.
But it's not my budget.
Mine neither.
So I can't tell you how many times that I've worked with people and they shoot me over a house and say, April, I found my dream house. I can't wait, let's get a move on this. And just to find out that when it really came down to it and they broke it down into monthly payments as far as what they're putting down and, you know, the interest rates and everything, that it was out of their price range. So one of the most important things really to do before you start looking is to contact a local lender. And I have a few great local lenders, and I can easily, you know, contact me and I can get you in touch with them, and you can do a Zoom call with them as well. Just to start talking about numbers, your financials, where are you at, are you ready, are you not ready? And it's never too early to do that, because they can actually, if you're not ready, maybe you think you're ready but you're not really ready, they will give you a plan so that each month you know exactly what you're doing and you could prepare for buying your next home. So that's really important. And like I said, I can get you on a call with my lender, and they don't have to do like a hard pre-approval. It could just be an initial discussion. If you are ready to move, you know you have to move, you're relocating here perhaps for work or what have you, then you definitely need to get pre-approved. They need to be able to tell you exactly what you're going to be able to afford. Once you get down here, you need to have a full pre-approval letter in hand so that we can actually go looking, because a lot of times you'll find a house and you can't execute because you don't have that pre-approval letter, and you have to have that in order to submit an offer, especially in the type of climate that we're in, and the type of active, very aggressive market that we're experiencing today.
Yeah, I remember when I relocated to Boca 4 years ago, April, the resources that I used down here in Florida were so helpful, and I can't imagine going through that without the people, you know, not only the realtors and the lenders, but, you know, the moving and the storage companies and everybody that helped with the relocation process. You know, they made my life so much easier and saved me a lot of stress.
It takes a tribe and a team.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, here at Boca Town Center, this is a great neighborhood, and I relocated here in 2017. I wanted to stay in this area because it has so much to offer. It's a very safe neighborhood. It's centrally located in Boca Raton, so you can get around easily. You can get to I-95 or the Turnpike, either way. And the St. Andrews Corridor, as what they call it, is loaded with beautiful homes. You know, no matter what style of home you're looking for, they have, you know, $1 million estates, but they also have affordable single-family homes too, rental communities, and there's plenty of options. So that's why I decided to stick in this area.
Yeah, and that's all around the mall area. So it's within, like, I would say just minutes, like 5 to 7 minutes at the most.
Yeah, I could literally walk across the street from my first apartment to the mall, and it was nice to be able to do that in case you wanted to just get out and get some fresh air.
All right, so we're actually at number 5, which is the most important tip, and that is to contact professionals to help you with this big decision and big move to another state. And luckily for you, Matt happens to be a mover that moves all over the country.
That's right. Yeah, we do local moves here in South Florida, but we also do moves across the entire United States. So if you're looking to relocate to Florida from New York, from Illinois, or wherever it is, give me a buzz.
Yes, and honestly, this is not a ploy to call us and use our services, although that would be really nice. I mean, I am a South Floridian. Matt has moved here, and you know, it's just really important to have people that you can trust, and also people that are, you know, boots on the ground, actually living day to day, and actually help people do what you're about to do as far as moving to South Florida. You really need to have some trusted sources to rely on, and we'd love to help you with that. After all, this is probably your biggest asset, and it's a huge decision to move, and very stressful, and there is a lot of moving parts that have to happen depending on your situation, as far as does your house need to sell where you're at? Are you just renting and you're going to come here to buy? Or do you need to sell and do you need to come here to move? All the things that we've talked about in this video. So please reach out to us. We'd be happy to jump on a Zoom call with you. What I normally do is once you reach out to me, we set up a Zoom call with my lender and perhaps Matt and answer any questions you may have. I mean, we need to figure out who you are and what your reasons are for coming here, your timelines, and develop a plan, and then follow that plan so that you have the best outcome possible.
Yeah, moving is tough. Don't try to do it on your own. You know, you need to tap into the resources that are available and just make your life so much easier. And if you can focus on more important things like the neighborhood that you want to live in and your family and whatever else is involved.
Getting acclimated to the area, and then maybe one day shopping at Boca Raton Center Mall.
Only if you're lucky.
But in order to do that, you got to give us a call. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us, because we've got your back when you're moving to South Florida. Until next time, catch you later.